I am nervous to ask coworker to hang out or even communicate outside of work. Um, I love these. I love these. I started a new role as a manager a little over a year
Nope.
ago and started a
No, sorry. As soon as I hear the manager, I'm like, no,
no,
you
no,
can't do
yeah,
it.
yeah, that is.
Go
I want to
ahead.
hug you
Go
for
ahead.
that. I started a new role as a manager a little over a year ago and started having a slight crush on a coworker who's in a position below me. All right, should we continue?
Yeah, continue. Let's see how bad this gets. Let's see how unaware
Okay.
they are of what a manager is.
God damn it. Oh, that's
I don't mean because I'm
just
going to tag this person in this post later on, and I
all right.
apologize, but
Yeah,
you should know this. So let's go ahead.
yeah. Especially when you're a young manager. I mean, I'm not trying to be ageist or anything
It's not
like
even
that, but
ageist. It's if you've never been a manager for a long period of time,
yeah,
that level of young.
exactly.
It's not
It's
about being
just I
22 or
hate to hear
40.
these things yeah. Sorry, it's as somebody who may or may not be a manager.
As
They are
somebody who
part
may or
of
may not have been an IT director,
it's
that would
just
be this guy.
they are still part of leadership, not just manager, and we work somewhat closely together. Doesn't matter.
Hmm.
Similar schedules, work on similar tasks, communicate. This was posted an hour ago. I feel like this is a direct copy of the one we discussed a couple weeks ago. The crush started because they are funny and smart. Then I eventually met them in person. We are mostly remote work and realized they are also extremely beautiful. Nice. I felt
Don't they
like
use
there
like
were
Meet or
some.
Zoom or anything at work? What the hell?
That's a really valid point.
Good,
Um.
good.
Anyway, no, that's a really good eye for detail there. I felt that there was some spark between our conversations and get hints that they may feel this. She may feel the same. She mentioned not having a relationship for a while and similar things about wanting one. These could have been blatant hints to wanting to meet up. Jeez. But I have never been good at picking up on hints. Now we only get to see each other in person once a month, and even then, it's limited conversation due to the nature of our work. She isn't the most social person and seems shy, so chatting during work while the remote doesn't happen very often. She is also by the book, so it's hard to keep conversations that aren't pertaining to work going. But we definitely have things in common. She also doesn't have social media. Awesome. I feel silly just typing this out. Oh man. I feel like I should just ask her if she wants to hang out sometime, but my main concern is she won't want to, and we'll just have. I saw you nodding in my peripheral. I was like,
Try not to interrupt you.
yeah, no, I appreciate it. It just means you and I are just lock synced into this one. You know, we already know it's the. I just feel bad. It sounds like again just another innocent, but just doesn't. Yeah. Also, the fact that I'm in a position above her makes me concerned that it would put my job at risk if things didn't work out. Even if it worked out, actually. Yeah.
I'm
I
looking at
should
the
mention.
light, not the camera.
Yeah. I mentioned I've been single for a very long time, and it's extremely hard to meet people where I live, especially considering that my main hobbies are quite independent, non socializing. So finally, feeling the spark with someone doesn't make it easy to sweep things under the rug. Oh, sorry, doesn't make it easy to
I
sweep
know.
under the rug. Yeah. There are some other thoughts and minor things to this, but I'm struggling to put into words without being overly specific. I'm also mostly looking for advice on if I should even open up this can of worms at work to try to dismiss my feelings. If I should, any ideas how to approach it? Thanks in advance. TLDR, uh, I am crushing on my coworker who's in a position below me and get hints that they feel the same. I'm concerned about, yeah, you know what the TLDR
Yeah, yeah.
is. It's basically I'm a manager and yeah, no, please don't do that. Please, for her sake, for your sake, for her sake,
For the
for
company's
her sake.
sake,
This is
for
everything. And
America.
again,
Don't do it for America.
as innocent as you think this is. Sorry,
Listen,
I'll stop talking.
I know we're taking some of this lightly, and you have real feelings that are involved here, and that's not fair to you. I get that, but you're a manager now. Your whole role at work is nothing but work stuff. She you've already described her as not very social and shy, and she's by the book. You use the phrase by the book. You, a manager, want to date somebody below you who likes to go by the book. Do you have any idea how bad this will go for you? You reach out even for, hey, let's do dinner or lunch sometime outside of work. She could go straight to HR with just that much and ruin your career there. If she's by the book and she's not very social, the odds of that go way up. But even if you thought that she would welcome your advance, that she would love to do this, what if the date doesn't go well? What if you two don't connect? And then she goes to HR. But let's throw all this away. You're a manager. You you have certain things that are no longer available on your plate. You cannot date people at work who are on your level or below your level, probably even on your level. It's just a bad idea all around. But when somebody's not on your same ladder, on the same rung of your ladder, it's always a bad idea. Always. 100% of the time. I know you'll find people out there. So we met at work and it was fine. He was my CEO and we met and it was fine. It does happen, but it's more often that you will just end up walking. If you really want her, if you really think this is for you, get a job with another company down the street. And then on your last 2 weeks, say, hey, I'm leaving here, but I'd really like to continue talking to you. Here's my number. Give me a call. Let's do a date sometime. That's it. See if she calls. You can't stay there and date her. If she's leaving, maybe you could ask her on LinkedIn or if she has no social media before she leaves. Say, here's my number. Let's do lunch and then see what happens. But you can't do it. There's no wiggle room. There's no if. I'm sorry, but you're going to hurt yourself. And you got to realize, as somebody, we covered this last week, I don't expect you to watch that. This job might be her, this paycheck that she gets might be the thing keeping her from being homeless. It might be the thing keeping her mother alive in a hospital. You never know what that money means to her and what your approach to her as somebody above her in the company will look like. So just don't do it. She's a beautiful girl. She likes some things. And as for your hobbies, you do things that are very non-social. Find some hobbies that are. Like I get that you like doing things, the things that you do that are solo, but you could go and join a bowling league. You can join a running league, a running group. You can get into photography with a group of photographers who run around the city and take pictures of walls. I have a friend who does that. Anything you want to do, you can do it with a social group for the most part. And if you have hobbies that you can't really do that, join some that do. Get out of your house and meet people. Work is not Tinder.
So, real quick question: are there hobbies that you do that are absolutely solo? I mean, aren't there like Reddit groups for like I don't know, I just paint models, but I mean, yeah, that's a solo venture. But like, there's groups that talk about painting models. I mean, isn't there some way to
You're
I know we're
absolutely
taking this
right.
off the point, but yeah,
Absolutely right.
it's
I
just a
don't
thought.
really know of a hobby where you don't have people to communicate with. Like there's a YouTube community of people who watch a video of I watch the videos of somebody repairing Matchbox cars. Uh, there are people that like know him, and there's a group of Matchbox car repair
Wow.
people and communities and message boards about like, hey, how do we get the red line rims for the 19 something or other cars? There's communities for everything. So
I
whatever your
mean,
hobbies
yeah,
are,
that's
you can
amazing.
expand into a social world online too. But
Thank you for reminding me that there's that next layer of internet.
oh, I love it. It's fast. It's a zone out thing. You don't have to pay attention. You look up every couple minutes. The car looks a
Yeah,
little better, or he's explaining something about how to mix paint for a paint gun when you're only painting this size. It's
Jesus.
little skills, but there are communities for everything. And
Right.
even if not locally, you can join a charity group that does something for the elderly, or you can get involved in politics. I know I brought that up last week, and I got some. You could use politics to meet people and be social. Like absolutely, whatever you are into that you enjoy, like work, you could join one of those after work young professional groups. And if your city doesn't have
Oh
one,
yeah,
start one. They're popular. They're
yeah.
great ways to meet other people. They're great ways to maybe get a job somewhere else. You can ask that woman out.
It's actually pretty funny. I'll tell a mini story here because I don't really talk about much of my stuff, but I will just say a friend of mine, he sets those up, and he asked if I wanted to join him, and I said I'll be in the peripheral. I don't want to because people are legitimately looking for work, and I don't want to step on that and hinder that in any way. long story short was by the end of the night, a person, she came up to me and she sat down and she was just like, "How are you doing?" And I was so unaware because everybody was so work focused that she wanted to sit down and have a chat and elaborate on her and I. And I blew it off, and I didn't intentionally do that. So yeah, those definitely are used as little get-togethers.